I saw fire walking on water. They were not stepping on water, they were running on water. When they came close.
Are you ready for the rapture? Are you curious about the ministry of angels? Are you searching for true testimonies that build your faith? Welcome to the Enoch generation, a channel dedicated to preparing the people of God for the soon return of our Lord Jesus Christ. Here we dive into deep biblical truths, unveil the mysteries of angelic ministry, and share powerful testimonies. The time is short, the signs are clear. Jesus is coming soon.
So now I said, Lemuel, so how do we do it? And the angel Lemuel said, we have to provoke in the spirit his angels. And I said, so we can provoke the angels of the Kurutiki. And he said, yes, when you pray certain prayers, certain way of praying, they will hear that you are calling them. And I said, how? And the angel Lemuel took me to a wall and he said, come. And I went close to a wall. And he said, shika ukuta and pray. And he said, I'm going to give you tongues. I shall give you the tongues. Child of God, I thought you were going to say, Baba katika jina la Yesu ninakuomba masihi wa Bwana. And he said, I shall give you tongues. Now I remember, if I'm not wrong, there were people in church. If I'm not wrong, I was in church. And I just said, guys, pray. I went by the wall. I held the wall. And I began to pray. I began to pray. I began to pray. I went in tongues. Now these tongues were given unto me by the angel of the Lord. Now somebody might say, how is it possible? With man it is impossible. With God all things are possible. I began to speak in a language that only angels understand. You are speaking in tongue is in different dimensions. Kunena kwako dada mama turn to your neighbor, say neighbor ninavyonena sivyo unavyonena.
The way I speak in tongues is not the way.
Don't take it for granted.
So
I held the wall. Now the wall was heading on the east. You see, the east heads direct to the Indian Ocean. Tanzania iko mashariki wa Afrika, si ndio?
Yes.
Mashariki ukienda zaidi unaelekea wapi? Bahari ya nini?
Ya Hindi.
Bahari ya Hindi. No, Prophet Ed kumbe hakuwa Zimbabwe.
Prophet Ed was not in Zimbabwe.
That is why he was overseas.
Alikuwa yuko Ulaya.
Mimi kwa akili yangu najua yuko wapi? Zimbabwe. So when the angel said he gave me a direction towards the angels.
Malaika alinipa uelekeo waliko malaika.
Now when I was praying in those tongues,
nilipokuwa ninaomba kwa zile ndimi,
I was asking for help.
Nilikuwa ninaomba msaada.
Do you understand when I say I was asking for help?
Unaelewa nikisema nilikuwa naomba msaada?
I'm praying.
Ninaomba.
In the spirit I'm asking for help.
Katika ulimwengu wa roho ninaomba msaada.
I'm calling for help.
Ninaita msaada.
And the way it was, I saw it in the spirit.
Na vile nilivyoiona katika roho,
there were waves.
Kulikuwa kuna mawimbi.
Waves that will come from me.
Ambayo yalikuwa yanakuja yatoka kwangu.
Travel.
Na yalikuwa yanasafiri
towards the east.
Kuelekea mashariki.
And when they will go far,
na yakienda mbali
towards the east,
kuelekea
they will
mashariki,
create like an explosion.
yaliweza kutengeneza kama mlipuko.
So when they would reach the angels or wherever Papa was,
yakiwafikia malaika popote alipo baba,
it would be like an explosion.
Inakuwa kama mlipuko.
So it was catching the attention of the angels.
Kwa ilikuwa inachukua umakini wa malaika.
Friction.
Msuguano.
Friction. So I could see like an explosion in the spirit.
Kama mlipuko katika roho.
So now when I'm praying, the angel, we had to break protocol to call for help of something that I don't need help for.
Ilibidi tuvunje itifaki kuomba msaada wa kitu ambacho sihitaji msaada wake.
So now the angel of the Lord said, I'm going to create a situation.
Malaika Bwana akasema nitatengeneza tukio.
So that they may not come and, you see, they are sensitive beings.
Ni viumbe ambao wako makini sana.
And the angel warned me, and the angel Lamiel warned me and said, careful, because if they come and they don't find anything, it's like you know when you're playing with spirits.
Unajua ukiwa unacheza na roho.
Shasikiaga mtu angaambia usicheze na roho. God himself warned us about angels.
Mungu mwenyewe alituonya juu ya malaika.
Do not irritate them because this one they will strike you. Aliwaambia Israel.
Msimtie
andiko Jumapili.
Atawapiga.
Msimtie nini? Kisirani. So angels can strike you. Ask Balaam.
Malaika wanaweza
kukupiga. Not only Balaam, ask Zechariah.
Muulize Zechariah.
Zechariah, the man that amekuja kupewa prophecy ya maisha yake ya mtoto wake mwenyewe anakuwa bubu. I did not want to become bubu.
Sikutaka kuwa bubu.
So we had to create a situation.
Ilibidi tutengeneze tukio.
And the angel Lamiel provoked a fallen angel.
Malaika Lamiel akamchokoza malaika aliyeasi.
Under the atmosphere. Chini. So sio mnanielewa ninachoongea. Child of God.
Mwana wa Mungu.
Ni mkakati wa maisha yangu.
Is a strategy of my life.
When we stand here and say pioneer, you don't understand.
Tukisimama na kusema wanzilishi au leo.
He can just pray angels. No. Anyone can do that.
Yeyote anaweza kuomba hivyo.
So the angel had to create a situation.
Kwa malaika ilibidi atengeneze
tukio. And provoked a fallen angel.
Na amchokoze malaika.
And when he provoked a fallen angel,
alipomchokoza malaika aliasi,
the fallen from the ground underworld.
Kutokea huko chini ya ardhi, chini ya dunia.
Fallen angel hata ilikuwa hamna hata sababu maskini wa Mungu. Ile ilikuwa tu basi mradi tu. So we provoked a fallen angel.
Kwa tukachokoza malaika aliasi.
And the angel Lamiel,
na malaika Lamiel
said he went down.
Alishuka
as I was praying. So me on the wall, the tongues were coming deeper.
Ndimi zilikuwa zinakuja za kina.
And they would release a wave.
Na ziliweza kuachilia mawimbi.
Like the dunamis. That's when now I began to go deeper with that. I told nilifundisha siku moja ngasema there is a way I can release energy.
Nilisema kuna namna naweza kuachilia.
Now ile kitu. That day it when I release energy nilikwambia kabisa hata when you are around hata ukiwa pepo likiwa labda Mwanza linaweza likaja likamuingia ule mtu then yani pepo linalomsumbua ule mtu. Kama naeleweka ninachoongea. Niliongea, I spoke of something like this. Now this time around hii kitu ilienda Europe.
Wakati huu hii kitu ilienda mpaka Ulaya.
No, we are not provoking demons, we are provoking angels.
Atuchokozi mapepo.
I want to communicate to Prophetic.
Nataka kuwasiliana na Prophetic.
Nampataje?
How do I get him? Lamiel.
A mighty angel.
Malaika mkuu.
But because of protocol.
Lakini kwa sababu ya protocol.
He had to teach me a shortcut.
Ilibidi anifundishe njia mkato.
He said I shall give you the utterance.
Akasema nitakupa ndimi.
An alarm.
Alarm
that shall go direct to your father.
Ambayo itaenda moja kwa moja kwa baba.
But I shall create a situation for you.
Ila nitakutengenezea tukio.
When you shall see them.
Ukiwaona.
And he told me openly, he said, when you shall see them.
Aliniambia wazi ukiwaona.
Whatever they shall tell you to do.
Chochote atakachokuambia ukifanye.
Do.
Fanya.
God in heaven is my witness.
Mungu wa mbinguni ni shahidi yangu.
I remember in a second.
Ninakumbuka ndani ya sekunde.
My eyes opened.
Macho yangu yakafunguka.
And until I don't know how far I could see.
Sijui ilikuwa ni umbali
It's
gani
like
niliweza kuona.
my eyes were able to zoom.
Ni kama vile macho yangu yaliweza kuzoom.
And I remember, and if my papa for the first time,
kwa mara ya kwanza,
minister, you know Uriel.
Unamjua Uriel.
You don't know the other ones.
Uwajui wengine.
I saw the other ones.
Niliwaona wengine.
I saw angels.
Niliona malaika.
Let me not call them angels. I saw creatures.
Niliona viumbe.
I saw giants.
Niliona giants.
These giants were, now you see, I always tell you angels blaze fire.
Nakwambiaga malaika wanawaka moto.
These giants, you see, there is fire and fire and fire.
Kuna moto na moto na moto.
These giants,
I am a giant.
they were not flying.
Yalikuwa hayapai.
They did not disappear and appear.
Hayakupotea na kutokea.
They were running on top of the Indian Ocean.
Walikuwa wanakimbia juu ya bahari ya Hindi.
Minister of God.
Yes, Papa.
Did I say they flew?
Nilisema walipaa.
Did I say they walked?
No.
Have you ever seen a man running?
Ushakumwona mtu akikimbia?
Running like Usain Bolt. Marathon running. I saw angels run.
Niliona malaika wakikimbia.
Angels don't run.
Malaika wakimbia.
They appear, disappear.
Wanapotea na kutokea.
These ones, they run.
Hawa wanakimbia.
So I saw men coming. I saw like a wind coming.
Nikaona kama upepo unakuja.
And it is fire all over.
Na ni moto kila mahali.
You see, it's like as if mlipuko wa bomu. Unajua ukiwa unatembea bomu liko linatembea.
Yes.
Mlipuko wake. That is how I saw.
Ndivyo nilivyoona.
I didn't see, when I zoomed closer, that is when
nilipoangalia kwa karibu.
These are men.
Nikasema
these are beings.
Hawa ni viumbe.
They have legs.
Wana miguu.
They are running on top of water.
Wanakimbia juu ya maji.
I saw a bomb coming.
Niliona bomu linakuja.
My direction.
Uelekeo wangu.
There were many of them.
Walikuwa wengi wao.
And they ran very fast.
Na walikimbia kwa haraka sana.
And when they came closer to where I was in the spirit,
walipofika karibu na pale nilipokuwepo katika roho,
they stood in front. I remember this openly.
Walisimama mbele yangu na kumbuka wazi.
They never shrinked to be my size.
Hawakupungua kwa size yangu.
They were giants and I looked at them.
Walikuwa ni majitu na nikawatazama.
I David Richard got afraid.
David Richard
my
niliogopa.
angel Lamuel, I did not see him.
Malaika wangu Lamuel sikumwona.
Remember, he told me whatever they shall tell you to do.
Kumbuka aliniambia watakachoniambia nifanye.
When they came,
walipokuja,
those angels did not even introduce themselves.
Hata hawakujitambulisha
wenyewe. I don't know their names.
Sijui majina yao.
They never introduced, like
hawajai kujitambulisha.
I don't know them.
Siwajui.
I will be a liar if I say I know. I don't know them.
Siwajui majina yao.
Hata jina hata moja.
Even one day.
Even if you look and say, you know, nilikwambia you can look at an angel and know these ones I couldn't know.
Hawa sikuweza kujua.
They were mighty beings.
Walikuwa ni viumbe wakuu sana.
The fire was not ordinary fire angels.
Moto haukuwa.
Their fire was like collective.
Yani moto wao ulikuwa kama muungamanika pamoja.
Exactly. Like, you know, an angel standing next to an angel standing. The fire was collective.
Moto ulikuwa umeunganika.
Ni kama ukuta wa moto.
It is like a wall of fire.
That is how you can say it.
Even
a wall of fire stood in front of me.
Kuta wa moto ulisimama mbele yangu.
And inside the fire,
na ndani ya ule moto,
I'm seeing eyes.
Ninaona macho.
Naona taa.
I am seeing lights.
Unanielewa ninachoongea? In the fire,
ndani ya moto,
I am seeing eyes.
Ninaona macho.
Like lights.
Kama taa.
I naona macho yale macho. You know, you can see it.
Unaweza kuona.
Yanang'aa yellowish. They are in the fire.
Wako ndani ya moto.
Their eyes, I could see their eyes.
Niliona macho yao.
Ukiniuliza walivaa nini, they were wearing fire.
If you were asking me what did they wear, they were wearing fire. Walikuwa wanavaa moto.
Amna angel ambao nilimuona Angels of God Ministries.
Hakuna malaika ambaye nilimuona Angels of God.
Lamuel himself said, whatever they shall tell you to do, do.
Chochote watakachokuambia ufanye,
I took that very serious.
Nilichukulia kwa makini sana.
Because he had told me what you are about, it is possible.
Maana aliniambia inawezekana.
But
lakini
I shall teach you how to do it.
Nitakufundisha jinsi ya
kufanya. So even when the angel was instructing me what to do, he was very serious. You know, you can tell that this one is not joking. This is a serious thing.
Hata ukimwangalia malaika mwenyewe ungejua hata nini.
Turn to the wall.
Geukia ukutani.
Hold the wall.
Shika ukuta.
And then he touched me.
Hapo akanigusa.
Then he said, begin to pray.
Akanambia anza kuomba.
Pray in tongues.
Nena kwa lugha.
My tongues were changing.
Then
when I was still praying in tongues, he
said,
I'm coming.
Akasema nakuja.
He went down.
Akashuka chini.
Then he came back.
Akarudi.
Then he said, I provoked a fallen angel.
Akanambia nimechokoza malaika aliasi.
When they come,
wakija,
whatever they shall tell you to do,
chochote atakachokuambia ufanye,
do.
Fanya.
Then he disappeared.
Akatoka.
My desire was to communicate to my spiritual father spiritual. It was not about angels coming. Guys, it was not the plan. But now I'm left on a wall. And there is an angel telling me whatever they shall tell, they shall. They, there is a word they. T-H-E-Y. They means a lot of them. I thought I'm calling prophetic. No. Whatever they shall tell you to do. So there is they now.
Watakacho
wengi now. So I'm waiting to see they. I saw I can say I saw fire walking on water. A wall of fire. It covered the Indian Ocean. It was many of them. And when I zoomed closer, I saw this fire on top of water. They were not stepping on water, they were running on water. When they came close, they all looked at me. Now I'm seeing eyes. I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. I stopped praying in tongues. They are already here now. I'm looking at beings. They are looking at me from up. I'm looking at them like this. I was terrified. I was afraid. I don't know if I should say shalom. What do you say? My name is David Richard. What do you say? You are standing before, I stood before, you see all my angels, even Michael never came with fire. Do you know? Do you know, child of God? And the Lord is my witness. I have never seen Michael blazing fire. He comes with the flesh. Be sure, anavaa vizuri sana. Fire. But I've seen his sword light up. Ana upanga unayewaka. Yeye kama waki moto. Raphael, yes. Lamiel, yes. Michael, no. Gabriel is just a giant.
Gabriel is giant.
But now I'm in the presence of, you know, I've met angels of fire. Angels of fire. Pray angels of fire. People are praying angels of fire. You see angels of fire, say, these are angels of fire. No, these ones were not angels of fire. These were the fire itself. It's like hell came on earth. And they never talked. So now they looked at me. I'm standing there in shock. I don't know what to say, how to pray, what to do. I am there. I am seeing them. And they spoke. They spoke. It's like all of them spoke at once. And they said, you called us. Child of God, I tell you this, Uriel was not among them. I'm sure Uriel was back with Mzeuko. This is another dimension. No, I'm not saying Uriel is Uriel is the big boy. But the guys that stand these are angels in the department of Uriel. Do you understand? Uriel is the angel of fire, light. The angel of illumination. We can say Uriel took the position of the light bearer of Satan. He is the angel of light. When you say angel of light, you're actually saying Uriel. When you say angel of fire, you're actually saying Uriel. The word Uriel is a department itself. Jina, it's a department. Angel of fire, angel of light. Do you know how many are there? Angel of fire, angel of light, many. Now, when you say Uriel, you are calling a group of angels. So they looked at me. Let me finish up because of time. They looked at me and said, you called us. Now, you can't. My desire was to talk to Prophetic, but now I'm in shock of what I'm seeing. I am used of my angels. They come lovely. They are kind to me. These ones, they don't even greet you. They don't even mention prophet. Michael himself said prophet. These ones, they don't even acknowledge that I'm a prophet. They just said you called us. And when I was there, when they said you called us, it's like in my spirit. When I got afraid for a second, then I said, I need your assistance. I remembered of the fallen thing. And I said, I need your assistance. If I be my father's son, I want you to deal with the spirit that is disturbing me. And do you know what they said? They said, pray. It was 2 words those angels spoke. You called us. Pray. When they said pray, so I have nothing to say than tongues. I began to speak in tongues. When I began to speak in tongues, those angels began to melt in the ground. Ni kama vile uji, you know volcano. No, let me put it. How do I put this thing? Ice. Barafu. Iwe kubwa afu yanze mshumaa. It makes sense. You know mshumaa? A candle. You know mshumaa? Sasa ule mshumaa melt in a second. Uyeyuke kwa sekunde moja. They entered the ground. Wakaingia chini. Like that. Namna hiyo. Sio ardhi inachanuka. They melted in front of my eyes. Waliyeyuka mbele ya macho yangu. They entered down. Wakaingia chini. I began to pray. Nikaanza kuomba. I don't know what happened, child of God. Mimi sijui kilichotokea. The next thing I know, kitu kilichofuata, the angel Lamiel appeared. Malaika Lamiel akatokea. And he said, what did you see? Akasema umeona? He said, I saw. Nikamwambia nimeona. And he said, it is done. Akasema imekwisha. And he told me, and he said, those are your father's angels. Akanambia hao ni malaika wa babako.
Are you ready for the rapture? Are you curious about the ministry of angels? Are you searching for true testimonies that build your faith? Welcome to the Enoch generation, a channel dedicated to preparing the people of God for the soon return of our Lord Jesus Christ. Here we dive into deep biblical truths, unveil the mysteries of angelic ministry, and share powerful testimonies. The time is short, the signs are clear. Jesus is coming soon.